Right now, Apple is the most valuable firm on the planet. They sell iPhones, iPads, Macs, watches, and a variety of other items. Today, Apple is worth a staggering $3 trillion. According to them, there are over 1 billion iPhones in use worldwide. Apple is well known for its high cost and association with first world countries. But how did it become one of the most powerful corporations in history? In today's video, we'll delve deeper into this topic. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, two college dropouts, created Apple Computers, Inc. on April 1, 1976. Jobs and Wozniak wanted to create computers that anyone could use in their homes or offices. They wanted a computer that was easy to operate for everyone. They then began the making of the Apple I in Jobs' garage. Little did they know the successor to Apple I, Apple II, would revolutionize the computer industry.
We have to presume any time we do a story that most of the audience hasn't, that any time you introduce any subject or any topic or any big word, really, that you have to familiarize the audience with.
Right.
You were talking
Apple quickly skyrocketed and went public in 1980. Steve Wozniak then left Apple due to lost interest in the company. Steve Jobs would also leave the company in 1985 because his replacement for Wozniak became very controversial. He founded his own company called Next Software. Apple allied with IBM in 1991, but Apple later pulled out of the deals with IBM because they were burning money. Apple then cut costs, but they would find themselves far behind the competition. Apple was desperate for help. They purchased Next Software and approached Steve Jobs for assistance in 1997. Jobs would return to Apple in a high-ranking position, eventually becoming CEO again. The main problems with Apple's operating system, Mac OS, were that it could only run on their own devices and was too hardware-specific. That's why they created the iMac, which became Apple's best-selling Mac at the time. Apple would skyrocket in value with Steve Jobs at the top of the hierarchy again. In 2001, Apple released iTunes and the iPod. The iPod was a portable MP3 player that you could bring wherever you went, much as we do now with our phones. iPod technology was revolutionary at the time, and it quickly became the market leader. In 2007, Steve Jobs would take the stage to unveil yet another fantastic product, the iPhone, which everybody in today's culture would recognize in a moment. While it wasn't the first phone with a touch screen, it did set the standard for how phones would be in the future. Steve Jobs resigned from his position as CEO and died October 5, 2011 of pancreatic cancer. His replacement was Tim Cook, who has continued Apple's legacy for years now. That was the history of how Apple went from a garage project between two college friends to one of the biggest companies in history. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you again in future videos.